freedom of speech, right?
The First Amendment.
14th Amendment. Okay.
That's the First Amendment.
No, you know what the 14th is?
Do you know why the first is so important and why they put it as number one?
14th Amendment.
They put it as number one. Ma'am?
Why
Ma'am?
do we have the 14th?
Ma'am, why are you getting so close to me like this?
I know what the first is. What's the 14th? Okay.
Excuse me. It's very inappropriate.
Well, I'm
Hey
gonna
man, were we dancing?
this more important.
Guys, have you ever seen a dance at the post office?
Bothering that lady.
Is it cool if I follow you?
No, man. Why you want to follow me, dude? Why don't you take off your mask and show your face? You coward? You scared? If you're scared, you say you're scared. Say you're scared. Take off your mask, show your face. What I thought.
Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're taking a look at American Press Corps while he does another post office audit. Because I know when I think about losing our rights and freedoms and fighting tyranny, I think mail. Because let's face it, there's no better way to overturn freedom than putting all the information down on a letter and sending it through the system on a week-long journey. But today is about education, mostly educating APC about how a commercial release form works when using people from the public in commercial projects.
All right, folks, we're gonna head on in. We're gonna see if the workers respect our rights as well as the citizens. Everybody needs to know that filming is totally legal in the United States of America. Creating some privacy, that's the way to do it. Uh-oh, I think we got a hothead, guys.
Why are you recording me for?
How did I know?
What the fuck are you recording me for, man?
How did I know?
Why are you recording me, man? That's what I thought.
What did you think, sir?
Huh?
What did you think?
About what?
You said that's what I thought.
Probably wants a coffee. That's the only way you can make any money. Don't have a life.
Say it again?
You don't have a life.
Hey APC, I'm not sure if you noticed yet, but this guy has 0 Fs to give. In fact, he has so few Fs to give that I'm pretty sure that he owes interest on the Fs he already hasn't given. But you know what? That's an auditor's kind of guy because content, baby. What do you think the odds are that he follows this young lad back to his vehicle?
Get my good side, bro. Oh, everything's a good side.
Anything else, Dan?
No, that's it. That's it.
So that's not very kind.
I'm not here to be kind to you. What's the matter with you? Did I hurt your feelings, Nancy?
Looking like Thursday night, happy anniversary.
Not very
Thank you.
kind.
Have a good dinner.
You know that, Nancy. That's it?
No,
Oh, all you?
fine.
That's it? That's it?
Yeah.
Is it cool if I follow you?
No, man. Why you want to follow me, dude? Why don't you take off your mask and show your face? You coward? You scared? If you're scared, you say you're scared. Say you're scared. Take off your mask, show your face. That's what I thought. King coward.
Get your VIN number. This guy just assaulted me.
I don't know what you're talking about. I never saw a thing. But in all honesty, you're lucky you didn't get your head ripped off. You may be legally allowed to do something, but rapper Takeoff got shot in a dice game the other day, so you might just find out the wrong way one day.
See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out.
You just never really know where somebody's line is until you cross it, is all I'm trying to say to you.
I will be filing a report.
You recorded me?
Yeah.
Why? Why are you recording me?
I have the right under the First Amendment of the Constitution.
Why are you recording me?
Because I have the right to film in public.
I'm gonna get you.
You gonna get me?
Yeah, I'm gonna get you.
Guys, it's pretty hostile out here today, guys. Creating privacy, yes ma'am.
What's this shit?
I'm sorry?
What are you doing that for?
Doing what?
Videoing.
Oh ma'am, I'm just taking a video, no big deal.
Ah, gotcha. God almighty.
Excuse me.
No, sir, we don't have any more.
Thank you so much.
America.
Have a good day.
Sir, you said you were gonna get me? Sir? You threatened me, sir?
Fuck up.
You threatened me. You said you were gonna get me.
Notice how he follows the person that he annoys the most out into the parking lot to get that sweet, sweet interaction and earn the validation from his fans that his mother never gave him. You know what, I was talking about him, but if you're here, you just hit that like button down at the bottom, maybe?
And regular first class?
Could you stop taking video of me, please?
Give me some cents.
What's your name, sir?
How much is it?
None of your
$12
business.
for 20.
And that's because you have the right to remain silent?
Anything in particular, sir?
They,
You know, forever, but they only have Christmas.
Would you like me to call the police?
they're forever.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Doesn't matter.
Christmas.
Christmas? This one?
Well,
This one?
anyone.
Like,
Transactions can.
yeah, it's because I.
Do you want them to hurt me or arrest me?
1440.
No, it's just you're disturbing the peace. That would be enough to give you at least a citation.
Well, then you better call.
Maybe I should.
Do you have the stones? Sir, do you have the stones to call?
You want me to?
Okay.
Sure. Everybody can get an education today.
No, I almost take your rhetoric as threatening.
You take my rhetoric as threatening.
Yes.
There's $20.
How subjective.
And survey at the bottom. Thank you. Have a good day, now.
Thank you.
Sir, you keep that. Yeah, there you go. There you go, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's American freedom right there. You have the right to film in public.
You do have the right to film in public, but what you don't have the right to do is monetize other people's image without their consent. You know those pesky things called release forms that, you know, movie studios and companies would get you to sign? That's so that they can monetize your image. Since this channel is clearly monetized and you did not ask them for their consent, you're in violation of not only civil law, but also terms of service for YouTube. Do you know how I know that this video is monetized? Because I went and looked at it in incognito and you have advertising running on it. This is obviously different in the case of like creators, people that put themselves out there in that situation. Now, as small creators, we all kind of just get away with this, but that's not really the point here. If you're gonna go around and educate people on their rights and whatnot and the legalities of things, then maybe you should be under full understanding that you are breaking civil law. You don't have their right to make money off of these people and their image. The police officers, they're all different, public servants, but not the individuals that you're following. Did you go ahead and tell them that if they file a privacy complaint with YouTube, they'll give you a TOS strike?
Uh-oh.
Are you recording?
Yes. 4K.
My dude, she didn't ask you for your grade. No one cares if you've tried kindergarten 4 times. Well, what do you guys think? You think that he's gonna follow her inside?
Sorry, are we all talking about me?
Yeah. recording for?
No. 1D.
I'm recording for the First Amendment of the United States. Ladies and gentlemen, I have every right to film in public. In the United States of America, we are a free country. We are allowed to keep our public officials accountable.
You're right, Karen. We are.
No. 1D is not us.
Ma'am, I'm not complaining to anyone.
1D would be UPS.
You're the Karen.
Now you might be thinking, is that his comeback? Is that all he's got? Well, no. I got more. You're a poopy head.
Building you're in.
What's that?
You're in a federal building.
Yes.
Yeah.
So even more so I'm allowed to film.
What is your point though with this? I'm curious.
To let people know that under the First Amendment of the Constitution, I have every right to film in public. Unlike in most countries, like Russia, North Korea, China, you're not allowed to film.
But why do you want to film us?
I just told you.
But why?
Ma'am, you're being filmed right there. You see those cameras?
Okay.
You see those cameras?
I don't have nobody but you. Are you with the government? He's going under the freedom of speech, right?
The First Amendment.
14th Amendment. Okay.
That's the First Amendment.
No. You know what the 14th is?
Do you know why the first is so important and why they put it as number one?
What's the 14th Amendment?
They put it as number one. Ma'am?
Why do
Ma'am?
we have a 14th?
Ma'am, why are you getting so close to me like this?
So I know what the first is. What's the 14th? Okay.
Excuse me. It's very inappropriate.
What's the 14th?
Sharon Rocha? Hey man, were we dancing? Guys, have you ever seen a dance at the post office?
Bothering that lady. Y'all need to like ask him to leave.
She was blocking me.
No, you're
She won't
bothering that
let.
lady.
She's impeding my filming. You have no expectation of privacy in public. When you're in a public setting like this, there's no expectation of privacy. Yeah. You know Kim Kardashian and all those people who take paparazzi pictures? It's because they go and they step out into public. And in public,
But
there's
they're
no
public.
privacy.
They're in the public and they have to do that as a celebrity. They don't want to.
Right, but they have, the photographers have the right to take pictures of them
That's
because
right,
there's
and
no
they don't
there's no
like it.
privacy in public.
Celebrities don't like it, but they have to deal with it because of where they
They have to deal with it because there's no privacy in public.
Actually, my legally infantile friend, you're not correct. The reason they can be photographed and profited off of is because they're already a public figure. They'd be classified as an all-purpose public figure. Look it up. But since no one in this room is a fat-assed influencer or a public figure, none of them qualify for that. In this case, you would technically need a release form from every single individual in that lobby. It would be no different than you using them in a movie without asking them, telling them, or paying them. They haven't negotiated their wage yet.
What's your Facebook? Thank you.
Someone letter. What is your point? You're talking about, you're filming people. What is your point of it? You're not just recording. You're harassing her. You're harassing.
Ma'am, it's just to show that I have the right to film in public.
It doesn't matter if you have that right. You can't go around and harass people. You're harassing this lady. You're harassing everybody in there.
They engaged me.
No, you're harassing them. You don't have that right to do that.
I have the right to film.
I don't care what right you have, but you was harassing that lady. You're harassing other people in there. You're recording me and everything. I've been an activist for a very long time. Okay, and what you're doing is not right. You're going about it the wrong way.
Can I have your name and badge number, please?
I'm talking to her. I'm not talking to you.
Sir, you shouldn't turn your back on a on a person like that? What I asked for you originally and you refused to tell me. And I asked you for your name.
Someone else.
Okay. What is your name and badge number, sir?
Officer Barlow, 12902.
12902. Okay, sir. And what is your name?
Lieutenant Delgado, 1904.
Okay, Mr. Delgado, I have a question. What is that what is that little pin on your, it's blue, red, and blue. What does that symbolize?
Life-saving ribbon.
Life-saving, okay.
So, you're in your right to be recording people.
Yes,
so
sir.
we don't have an issue with that. But I was told, I guess, somebody knocked your phone out of your hands. Somebody actually called on your behalf, stating that you got into an argument with somebody and they kind of like swatted at you and stuff like that. Did you want to make a report for that? Because, I mean, if all you're doing here is recording, we're cool with that. We're going to leave. If you want to report, we'll write a report for you. But if you don't, then we're out.
Yes, sir. I understand.
I mean, it's a public place, and you're not doing anything wrong. You know?
That's very professional of you, and I do appreciate that. And like I said, my goal is to not cause a disturbance. If people have a problem with me videoing, which is legal, and they say that is a disturbance, it's not actually a disturbance. So I appreciate you not being emotional and being a law enforcement and not a feelings enforcement. So I do appreciate that. Sir, I just want, I noticed you don't have any, well, are you a sergeant or what is your rank?
Whatever you want to call it.
You won't?
It's got Sergeant Stripes, Senior Officer. So,
Senior
did
officer.
you want to report, sir, or no?
Well, sir, I would like to officially complain on this officer here because whenever I first greeted him, he was very rude and he seemed to just act on emotions first. Okay. So if he could just tell him to, when somebody asks, what's your name and badge number? Oh, just a trailer. Just to give that, it's just polite. I was being polite. I wanted him to be polite, and that's about it. So yeah, what's going to happen here is, ma'am, I'm going to stay once the officers leave, and then I'm going to do a once around to show that the police did not run me off and that the First Amendment is alive and well.
Well, unfortunately, no one was dragged off site and thrown in the torture cuffs today, but I just wanted to reach out and remind APC that no, you're not allowed to monetize public people. You could monetize Kim Kardashian and that fat ass of hers if she walked in the lobby, but she didn't. So I'd like to see your release forms, or maybe you could just stop telling people about the law. But since you don't have any release forms, you're actually kind of civilly actionable. I mean, unfortunately, all they'd ever get from suing you would be like crusty Playboys and a collection of toenail clippings, but I mean, hey, it's there, right? Thank you all for coming today. If you haven't done so already, maybe hit the like button, think about subscribing, or even becoming one of my fantastic patrons or members. Also, there's a video popping up and maybe a playlist, as well as some other links down in the description. Have yourself a great day.